world of sports, we typically measure success by weighing how many wins you have compared to your losses. But as a coach, moral success is to look at how many lives you've changed in the process. Good morning, I'm Ashley Moore, and over at Columbine High School, there is a very special coach who checks both boxes, and he just hit a pretty extraordinary milestone to add a cherry on top. There are quite a few words to describe the most winningest coach in Columbine football history.
Dedicated.
Inspirational.
Motivating.
Passionate.
Selfless.
A winner.
This is year 30 at Columbine High School, probably 36 overall coaching.
30 years in and picking up career milestone victory number 300 for the Rebels.
Well, it's huge. I don't know if it's dawned on me yet because I'm worried about this week.
Win 300 wouldn't come easy, though. To get this plaque, Columbine had to get through an undefeated Arapahoe team.
Friday night was special. It just was an incredible game, and our kids came back from behind. We've come on the short end of that too many times, and I can remember all those. So I remember a lot more about the losses than I do about the 300 wins.
But in all of his career, there is one win he will never forget.
We just came through a lot bigger thing with the tragedy in '99.
The first football state championship in the program's storied past, immediately following the worst high school shooting in history that introduced us all to Columbine High.
And so we were already there together, and we were relying on each other. We were, as coaches, relying on the kids and vice versa. We trusted each other.
And Lowry, though directly affected, showed his leadership by coaching.
It was one of those things emotionally wise I still remember after the game, and just we were all in tears, and it was tears of happiness, tears of sorrow of losing 13 great human beings.
One win for each soul lost on Columbine's campus.
This was all divine intervention and God watching over us, and Matt Kechter, who we lost as one of our teammates, in the shootings. I know they were watching and pushing us, and they were that 12th player.
But with almost 4 decades in his career and so much history to show for it, 301 wins later, who knows when Coach Lowry will call it quits.
If I ever stop enjoying it, then that'll be time. And then if I figure out what I want to do when I grow up, I think that's going to be the next thing. So like I said, it's a vocation more than it is a job right now.
Let me tell you something, meeting Coach Lowry has easily been one of my favorite parts of Colorado thus far. Well, speaking of powerhouses, how about some more football from Friday night? The undefeated Cherry Creek Bruins on the road to play the 2-2 Regis Jesuit Raiders, looking to get back in the win column. First quarter, game tied at 7 when Creek QB Brady Vodka sends a swing pass to Jordan Heron, who does the rest. And in for a 40-yard touchdown, Creek 14-7. Now to the second. Creek up 7 when Vodka finds Tyson Mack on a perfect pass for a 30-yard touchdown, 28-14 now. Well, last play of the first half, Regis QB Peyton Lindell throws up the Hail Mary, and guess who? Albert Medina comes up with it to bring it within 7 at the half. Well, second half now, Creek's Vodka, quick bubble screen to Maxwell Lovett, who takes it to the end zone for a Bruins touchdown, and Creek wins it 34-21. Well, to more Friday night action. The Chatfield Chargers taking on their crosstown rivals, the Dakota Ridge Eagles. And this one was a barn burner. Tied game in the first. Chatfield with the ball when quarterback Jake Jones fakes the handoff and sends this one downfield to Drew Roman, wide open, and down the sideline to take it all the way home, 75 yards. Dakota Ridge, though, would answer back. Sam Cayas somehow muscles his way in for the touchdown here to tie things up, and yes, it's counted. Game tied at 14. Well, back to the Chargers and something you don't want to see if you're Jones. The pass is out, ball tipped off his receiver's hands and into the hands of Jack Offerdahl for the INT. But Chatfield will come right back. Jones knows who he wants, and to no surprise, it's Roman tiptoeing in the end zone for 6. Chatfield takes this rivalry win 45-21, and we caught it with Roman after the game.
It just feels amazing. Anytime we get a win against these guys, it feels amazing. Dating back to my sophomore year, when we played them twice and they beat us the first time and we got them back in playoffs, and ever since then, it's been like a head-to-head rivalry. So, I mean, it feels great to just get a win over these guys.
Well, let's head over to the soccer field as number 5 Arapahoe takes on top-ranked Rampart in a Tuesday night showdown. And Rampart with it first, trying to score when Arapahoe's goalie takes him out, but Mark Supplison says, "I got your back door," and arrives just in time to score the goal. But then Arapahoe would try to get on the board from deep, but Rampart's Rowan Orgill makes the leaping save. All right, so let's move to the second half, and it'll be Arapahoe again. This time Keegan Klappenberg bobbing and weaving through defenders before scoring from 30 yards out. But blink and you might miss it. Warriors kick, corner kick to Frank Quattromano. He heads it in to tie it up for top-ranked Rampart 2-2 on Tuesday night. On Tuesday over at Dakota Ridge High School, it was soccer day in Jeffco. Well, adapted soccer, that is. Inclusivity at its finest, giving students with disabilities a chance to play a sport that they may not have been able to play otherwise. Now, there were 3 fields of competition and a plethora of schools to compete. And as you can see, the day was a lot of fun as both middle school and high school students participated with the cheerleaders, the band, the soccer players. Just an overall fun day and a great thing that Jeffco does. So it's honor roll time. Well, not really. I'm just here to announce the winner. Week 4 had some pretty incredible plays, but you at home had to vote. So the winner is Erin Young, who sent it to the moon in not only her first varsity home run, but also the walk-off to end the game as her team celebrated this play. And so are we. So congrats to Erie's Erin, and keep on going. Well, reminder, we can't be everywhere. So if you're ever out of the game and see something you like featured on the Prep Rally, send it over. Well, that's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.